Hey guys, it's X-Saber here. Welcome to my brand new channel, Saber Selections. And for those of you who saw my last X-Saber deck profile, I wanted to shorten it a little bit. So so let's get into the deck profile. So we run 2 copies of double X-Saber Full Helm Knight. He's really good running into sets. If you run into Raikou, who specials himself back, he's probably the main tuner of the deck, so running 2 is pretty consistent and it's good. 3 copies of double X-Saber Bogart Knight. Really good card in the deck. He speeds up your plays. If you open with him, another X-Saber monster, and Fall Troll, you have a good chance of winning the duel. Overlaying him with another one and making Tiger King is good. Searching out your tanky and then searching out another Fire Fist monster, because we do run a little Fire Fist tech in the deck. So 3 is good. We then run 2 copies of double X-Saber Fall Troll. He's your power play card in the deck. I only run him at 2 because he clogs a little bit, and he is, always searchable with Dark Soul, and you should always get him in hand when you need him. Once in a while, you'll have 2 in hand at the same time, which you should win the duel if you can summon him or summon both. And he can get rid of half your extra deck in a single turn, because you make a big play and a big push with this card. You should win the duel. So 2 of this. 3 copies of double X-Saber Dark Soul for obvious reasons. He's your heart and soul of the deck, with every pun intended. He just gets out your hand for the next turn, and you set up for a really killer turn. So 3 is very necessary in the deck. 2 double X-Saber Emperor's Blade. It's a little slow. You don't want to really run this at 3 because he only gets his effect off when he's destroyed by battle, but other than that, he's a really good card. Again, searching out your hands for your next turn is really key in the deck, and it's really consistent. It's based off consistency, so you want to make sure that consistency stays afloat in the deck. 2 copies of double X-Saber Pashul. You can search him out with Reinforced Truth. He can stall for days, and he's a great level 2 tuner. A really consistent card is the X-Saber Rebellum. He's a solid beast level 3. Discards from your opponent's hand is a very good thing. It kind of fits the theme of the deck. Makes your level 7 synchros, and you can probably make a very good play with him. So Airbellum is really good. Double X-Saber Garter Strike. He's like the Cyber Dragon of the deck. When you don't control a monster and you have 2 or more X-Sabers in your graveyard, special him. So sometimes you're in a bind, you can set Dark Soul pass. They destroy Dark Soul, you search out this guy, special him, and hopefully make a play to turn the duel around. Double X-Saber Red Jaguro searches out your Fall Trolls, can get you back in the game late game, so you need this guy at 1. Then we run a little bit of a Fire Fist engine, which in my opinion is a little bit better than the Psychic engine. It's more consistent, so 2 bears is very necessary, and he pops problematic cards that a lot of other cards in the deck can't get over, so having the Fire Fists, 2 bears and 1 gorilla is very necessary. We don't run MST in the deck, so gorilla is huge, and so 3 Fire Fist monsters. There's a lot of Redox fodder in the deck. With the exception of the Fire Fist, you're running all Earths. And of course the Gorz is dark, but I'll get into Gorz in a minute. But Redox is really good. You get his Reborn effect off. You can special summon from the grave, make a rank 7 threat. If you have a Pashul in hand, special this, normal summon the Pashul, make an easy Gotems. So Redox is necessary. And then the 1 Gorz, because if you have a cleared board, you're in a top situation, special summon this, get yourself back in the duel. We run 2 Fire Formation Tanky. Tanky's been out for a long time, and any deck that can use this card has gotten significantly better because of this card. It's a search card. He powers up your Beast Warriors by 100 points, which sometimes can make the difference. But it's your fuel for your Bears and your Gorilla, and searches out your Bogart Knights. So really huge. I'm almost probably gonna run that at 3. I don't know what card to cut though. 2 enemy controller, really good. Switches your opponent's monster's defense, or if you tribute a monster, you take their monster for a turn. So it's a great card. It's a very underestimated card. You can turn duels around. If you contribute Dark Soul for this, you can even plus off of it. So again, really good. 1 mind control, because it's literally the most broken card in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Taking their stuff, taking their window, whatever it might be, is really good. Just mind control in general is a very good card. Sometimes you can synchro, obviously with Bogart Knight, into a monster other than an X-Saber monster. So when you need to get that Scrap Dragon out, or that what's the other one around? Or that Crimson Blader, you can use this to synchro off their monsters. So mind control is good. Dark Hole and Soul Charge for obvious reasons. And then a card I pulled in the Mega Tin, I said, hey, why not, is Potted Economy, because you run a lot of different types in the deck, like Emerald's Blade is an insect, you have some Beast Warriors, you have a Beast in Airbellum and Dark Souls, you have the Warriors and Pastoral, Fulham Knight, and Fultral, so you got where I'm going with this. Potted Economy is very relevant, especially when you draw this late game. You can get all your cards back to your deck and draw 2, so that's really good. Saber Vault, if you're kind of like questioning why I run this, it's because this deck has some trouble getting over high attack monsters, and sometimes hard keeping up with. So being able to normal summon a Bogart Knight, making it 2300 beater, getting over Winda is really good, and of course having a 4K Gothams is amazing. So Saber Vault is actually not that bad of a card. And then the 2 Gothams E-Call, I can't wait for the new spell to come out, because then we'll have like 4 of it, but like the trap card it's good by itself. It breaks that a little bit at 3, but 2 is solid. If you get 1, or sometimes even both of these out, you should win the duel. And again, this sets up your plays really good.
Tom.
Magic Cylinder. This card is probably like the biggest troll card ever, or at least people call it a troll card. I don't think it's not really that much of a troll card. It's more of a card that just kind of helps this deck a lot. It just sometimes you're in a really tight situation where you have only the Dark Soul, or sometimes you normal summon the Dark Soul in attack position and people are questioning what you're doing, but you have this set, they attack into Dark Soul, figuring that the reason why you're doing that is because you want them to attack into it to search. But really you have the Magic Cylinder flipped up, so they take all the damage you would have. So 2 Magic Cylinder is actually really good. I've gamed off of Magic Cylinder many times before, so it's really good.
Troll.
2 double. 2 Dimensional Prisons, same reason as Magic Cylinder, and of course the 1 Mirror Force, because you want that back row presence, and you want your opponent to know that if they attack, there's a risk of them taking a lot of damage, or they might have to reset their board again. So you want to make sure you have those traps behind you. Then the 1 Compulse, I think it's a little bit better than Solemn Warning, this format, because I don't know, Solemn Warning is very like, I don't know, it's like a catch-22, because you pay the 2,000, you get rid of a monster, but there's a lot of times where you can just bring it back. Like, if they have Dante, they can pretty much just activate Dante's effect, bring Burning Abyss monster back to hand. They do the whole play over again, so, this is a little bit better than Solemn Warning in more than one way, so I like Compulsory a lot. And sometimes you can even use it like in a defensive move, like if they target a card, you can compulse your own monster, bring it back to hand. So like that. And then Reinforced Truth to bring back your pastorals. It kind of save you sometimes. So yeah. Then for the extra deck, we run for the X-Saber monsters. Your Bellum, Sauza, 2 Hyunla, and 1 Gothams, and 1 Invoker. Briefly about each card. Your Bellum and Sauza you have to run because sometimes you're in a situation where you can only synchro summon for X-Saber monsters, so you're gonna have to make these guys one way or another. But they're also really good. Like if you summon 1, Gothams E-Call, the 2 materials back, synchro for the other, overlay for like any rank 7, so that's good. 2 Hyunla because back row is a problem nowadays in a lot of decks, especially like Burning Abyss, so get rid of their back row is really good. And then Gothams because it's Gothams, discard from your opponent's hand is really good, so yeah. And then Invoker because sometimes you're in a jam where you only have 2 level 3s, you can't do anything, maybe you have like a floating Bogart Knight in the field, so you can make this into like a Tiger King or something like that. So that's really good, and it's a solid card. It's pretty consistent. So yeah, I just wish it was more than 1600. Like, that's my one complaint with this card. And the running joke is that this card is better than any other deck that can use him than X-Sabers. Like this and like Madolches is like the best card ever. Beast because it beats like Spellbooks and Noble Knights. Cataster because it's Cataster. Goyo Guardian because it should be banned. Scrap Dragon because sometimes you have to pop problematic stuff. Same thing as like Bear. Crimson Blader, Kosher Dolls. 2 Tiger King. If you want to run other rank 4s, you can, but I like this because it searches at your tankies and negates the whole field, so that's really good. And then any rank 6, I choose Photon Strike Bouncer over M7, but be my guest to run M7. And then finally, any rank 7. I use number 74 because my 11 was stolen, and I'm getting it back soon, but right now I only have this. But you can also probably run Dracosac. Yeah. So yeah, that's the deck profile, guys. Please sub to my channel. We have a lot more decks coming up soon. We got my Noble Knights, we got Sylvans, we got Gearjas, we got my Burning Abyss eventually. And yeah, so what? Oh, we got Evil Storms, my friend's saying. But yeah, we got a lot coming up on this channel. Please subscribe. We got some nice stuff coming up. Quality is not the best right now. I'm getting a new camera soon. But don't dwell over that. We got some nice decks coming up. So yeah, subscribe. It's going to be a nice channel. And for now, my name is X-Saber, saying see you guys later. And yeah, peace.